This is the speech to text with AI.
The timestamps will be listed throughout, and more can be found in the descriptions. There is a part 1 to this, if you want to check out how the to-do list part was created. If not, that's okay. Keep watching to see how to add speech to text. Select by going to the timestamp. If you have any trouble with the code and come across errors after you are done or during, check out the list of possible solutions in the description. Let's get started. If you have successfully completed this part, congratulations! You have earned 2 points. The goal is to get all of the points by completed the whole project. Next up, creating the Backend and Frontend folder. Or you can choose where you want to go by going to the timestamp listed under the title. First, create 2 different folders, title one Backend and the other Frontend. Afterwards, move the My App, or whatever the name of your Next.js project app is called, to the Frontend folder. If you want, you can run the server to make sure everything still runs okay. Okay, everything still looks good. Now move into the Backend folder within the Bash terminal by typing cd backend. Now that we are in the backend, type pip install Flask to install Flask. We will also be installing cores, PyAudio and speech recognition in a few. Now create a file named app.py. In the add task input.js file, make sure that the styles file is imported properly. Also do the same for the other component, task card.js. If you want, you can go ahead and download a mic icon to use later. I went to Google Fonts to download a free one like this. That's it for this section. If you need to pause the video to get everything together, take your time. Next will be Python and installing what would be needed for this project. That's the end of the Python section. Congratulations, you earned 2 points. There is one more section left, and that is adding to the add task input.js file. This line of code is about to be added, and so your code afterwards should look like this. This is that line of code being added to the add task input.js file. This is the last lines of code that gets added before adding the link that will be styled as a microphone button. This code goes inside of the handle speech to text arrow function. I'm going to go ahead and add that code to the file. So the arrow function should now look like this. Scroll down inside the return, and you will see the link tag for the submit button. And add this as a second link button that will submit what you speak. Or, if you want, you can copy the link button that is already there and paste the duplicate underneath it, and just make these changes to it. I'm going to go ahead and paste this code underneath the first Add Button link button. Make sure that you have the image that you want to be displayed within this new speech button and that it is connected properly. There are different ways to style a button. This is just one way that was chosen. Doing this will change the color of the SVG. Simply go into the file, look for the word fill, and change the color. You can also style a button by putting your styles inside the CSS file. Lastly, add this line of code, and that's it. Here is the finished code. If you want to double check to make sure everything looks good, congrats! You have earned 2 points. Altogether, you have earned 6 points. After checking to make sure that everything is good, run the code to see if it works. If it does, that's awesome. If not, that's okay. There is a list of a few videos towards the end of this video that may help. The list is also within the description along with their links.
Adding a task here.
If you came across any errors, check for typos. And make sure that all of the things needed to be imported and installed were imported and installed properly. There is also a list of videos in the description that may provide a possible solution.